In some ways, I look the same in terms of bigness, but then in a more attractive way big, rather than just a horrible old granny looking big.
Despite radical pro-Annas celebrating anorexia, most sufferers would be delighted to get a cure. And now they have a new hope.
There's no doubt that genes play a part in anorexia nervosa. There's very strong evidence that there's a genetic contribution. We're born with the vulnerability to develop it. And anorexia only develops in societies such as ours where thinness is promoted as an ideal. So those are the conditions in which anorexia can arise, but they're not sufficient to explain anorexia because otherwise everyone would have it. Clearly they don't.
But for the first time, scientists now think they've found a reason why some people get anorexia, and it's all to do with the brain.
Now, with our brain scanning studies, what we've shown is that there's reduced blood flow in the temporal region of the brain. The lighter colour is actually normal blood flow, and the absence of the light colour is a reduction in blood flow. So what we've got is a one-sided reduction in blood flow. And these are in the brains of people with anorexia nervosa. Approximately 2/3 to 3/4 of our patients have this reduction in blood flow.
This may explain most of the symptoms of anorexia, like a distorted body image, and it could be a big breakthrough.
We need to understand better the nature of this abnormality. Once that's understood, we may well be able to develop a treatment.
Katie's also into the scientific approach, while Lavinia, the nutritionist, only wants to eat.
Maybe a bit of chocolate.
Katie tries to give her body what it needs, but at around 300 calories a day, her pro-Anna diet is dangerously deficient.
I got multivitamins and iron for my nails and my hair and my face, your skin, your eyes. It's just making sure I've got vitamins in me. When you're deficient in vitamins, your appetite goes, but what you also get with that is insomnia and you can't sleep. So I started taking them again. I'm sorry, am I putting you off your beans on toast?
No. You're making me cherish it even more.
From when I've not eaten before and not taken vitamins or anything, like lived off skim milk, you do get ill. You do, obviously, you do get very ill and you get really bad stomach and stuff like that, and I don't particularly want that again. So that's why I take these. So I've thought about it and, yeah, I've planned it out and stuff.
Yeah, but your body's eating
You can
itself.
say that as much as you want, Ali, I've still got energy. Basically.
But Katie also gets support, as well as criticism, from brother Ali and the rest of the family.
A messenger tell you, a whisper in your ear, follows a common gesture, that everything's all clear.
I just can't believe you wrote a song about me, really.
Begins to steady as the worry fades away.
Because I worry a lot, like every time, like just in playing it around the house, every time I hear it, it's like, I'm just like, oh yeah, don't worry so much.
A love that will inspire you, and dreams you want so bad. Cause you are not destined to wade through the floods of tears. And that's why I'll stand by you.
I love you, Ali. Thank you.
Katie obviously feels
Yeah.
unhappy about herself deep inside. And I guess the song's really just trying to reassure her that there's nothing really wrong with her, and you know, and sometimes she feels down, but it's just life, you know, testing you.
Estamos apresentando
Now it's 6.5 weeks since I started this shit, and I've lost in total approximately 10 kilograms, which is 1 stone 7 pounds. However, at last I can see some bones here, so I suppose that's okay, but still not enough.
Lavinia's down to 58 kilos, 9 stone 1. But worst of all for her, she started eating.
For breakfast, I actually had a Mars bar, large fries and a Dairy Milk McFlurry. Unfortunately had a pizza today. When I do eat, I feel really bad and guilty and like this, how I do at the moment. I'm really bloated and like failure and like fat bitch, shithead, cow. I think
This could be the end of her starvation diet.
that the next few days will be kind of like a decisive factor really, whether I start eating a bit more or continue eating what I'm eating.
Katie is also approaching a critical period, but for her it's unexpected and it's a matter of life and death. Katie Parker certainly enjoys a night out.
Still fucking drunk. Oops.
But it can also trigger her mental health problems.
I just can't relate to anyone anymore. And I don't think it's anything to do with like dieting or anything like that, or extreme dieting or whatever. But I just feel too consumed to talk to people anymore.
And 4 weeks after this was filmed, Katie took a cocktail of drugs and alcohol and cut both her arms with a knife.
From there to there, slashed both sides, and it looked appalling. And she was like almost out of it in her head because she obviously had taken all these tablets, and it's just a horrible, horrible sight to see, you know. I don't know, it's just, sorry. I just wish, you know, I don't know, I just wanted to go away.
Katie was found in her bedroom. Her mum videoed the drama, but then had second thoughts.
At that point in time, I wanted to show the world what my little girl was going through on a regular basis. And it was a cry for help, and I wanted people to say, OK, we can see what's happening here, and we will help you. We didn't realise it was so bad, but we do now, and we'll help you. And that's what I did. And the reason I erased it was because I looked at it and I didn't want people to see my little girl suffering.
I took the pills first and then sort of cut myself.
You know, you want to grip your hands, you know, when you dig your nails in your hands, you want to do that. You want to like really just
Feel the pain?
Yeah.
When you actually grip your hands or you cut yourself, does it make it feel that it's real?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Kinda.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Oh dear, I feel stupid now. It's just habit. Suicide attempt habit, great. Better than smoking that, isn't it?
Katie's suicide attempt hasn't changed her pro-Anna views. She's continuing her extreme diet, still convinced she doesn't have an eating disorder.
She was ecstatic because we were looking around the supermarket and she spotted this 10-calorie soup. And she went, wow, 10-calorie soup. I don't have to worry. I can have soup now. And that's it.
And nimble bread.
Nimble bread. And what else?
And cans of tuna.
Whoa, tuna sandwiches. What a treat. No, is that low-fat dog food? Better be.
Life continues to be difficult for Lavinia too, and she's gained a kilogram.
And because I'm weighing 59 kilograms, I know I'm fat, I'm just fat.
Over the years, Lavinia's had every form of treatment available, but nothing's worked. She has wanted to recover, but has then had to wait so long for help that she's changed her mind. Her latest therapy is a total of 20 hours.
Can you explain to me how 20 hours of therapy can change a lifetime of eating problems, of changing your thought patterns and changing everything you've learnt and things just in 20 hours. You must be joking.
But here, Lavinia might get the help she wants.
I'm Jane presenting as a 6-year-old girl with rapid weight loss the last 6 months, I think 4.5 stone.
This community intensive care team near Pontypridd in Wales is pioneering a new approach. New patients are seen immediately and get visits as often as twice a day. Treatment generally takes up to 9 months. And it's unique because severe anorexics are given therapy in their own homes.
This is very different to the philosophy of you come to me in a place where I work with anorexia, and it will be my job to kind of open your head up, get the anorexia outfit and throw it and send you back to your family as good as new. The truth is that doesn't work that way at all. Conventional books would say that they have to be treated in a specialist unit. Our treatment has said that let's take the specialists to the environment where the disease is. And in 8 years, we have no regrets. Hello.
Hiya.
Hi. It's a speedier way of recovery, and the recovery seemed to last for longer, but obviously it would because it was acquired where the problem is.
The team forges relationships with its patients. Generally, they're not pressurised to eat, but like Alex, they're helped to discover a reason to want to start eating again.
We went out for lunch yesterday, didn't we, to a cafe?
Yeah. If you told me like 6 months ago that I'd have done it, I'd have just laughed, you know what I mean? Because it wouldn't have been possible, basically. So I really feel like it's definitely getting better.
But generally, I think I'm really happy for you, and you're making progress nicely.
And then he has to look after these kids. Cause, like,
Alex has made huge strides and a close friendship with her nurse therapist, Donna John.
How are you finding sort of having the treatment at home?
I feel quite lucky in the way that I am having the chance to do it sort of on my own terms, if you know what I mean, but with support as well.
That support includes all the important people in her life, and she's not in an unfamiliar hospital, which could add to her problems.
So, like, going or wherever, and like I'd be not so much force-fed, but I'd be given like set meals and all that kind of thing, and surveyed all the time. To be in home treated, I find it like a lot more comforting being around like things that I know.
Lavinia's decision to be anorexic is putting her through agonies, but her weight is still dropping.
I was down to 54.5 kilograms, which I'm mega pleased about and proud about and things as well. However, I seem to be addicted to McDonald's at the moment, which is quite bad. I'm supposed to be on my diet and I go and have a McDonald's. I feel like I'm giving in, and I seem to be kind of giving in to all my cravings and things.
Today, Katie's come to Bath College. She's still on her diet, and she wants expert advice.
Well, I'm eating about 300 or 350 calories a day. Would you know, like, what sort of things I could eat to stay healthy and stay in that range?
To include all the nutrition that you need on 350 calories, I'd say it was probably impossible.
Yeah.
If you eat under 1,000 calories a day, you're putting your body under severe stress.
Right.
Huge amounts of strain.
Right.
Because it can't carry out all the jobs it wants to do. 350 calories is not nearly enough.
Yeah.
When you eat below 1,000 calories, your body is very clever and it goes into emergency mode and it lowers your metabolic rate. You use the meagre food that you're taking in more and more efficiently.
And that means Katie's body is actually resisting losing its fat. So if she's determined to cut flab, what should she do?
What you need to do, first of all, I would say, is raise your metabolic rate. And you do that by exercise.
Yeah.
If you combine hiring your metabolic rate and allowing you to eat at least 1,000 calories a day, you will lose lots of weight on that.
Yeah.
More weight than you need to lose.
Are you sure?
Today I've been absolutely exhausted, and I think really I should have gone home because I literally slept at my desk for most of the day. I just feel like giving up the fight and things. I just don't feel like I've got the willpower at the moment. I just want to crash. I'm stuck between 54 and 55 kilograms, and I'm eating, and I feel disgraced and disgusted and a failure as an anorexic to eat. And I just want to stop eating again and just get back to the 3 crackers and the 1 cracker, and that's it. But I don't think I'm able to anymore. And I don't want to go back to being so fat again.
It's a big day for Katie and Lavinia. We've invited them both to Wales to meet for the first time.
Hi, I'm Lavinia.
Hi, I'm Katie. Found this eating disorder on the net and it's called PICA. It's for people who eat like inanimate objects and wallpaper paste and unnutritious food.
Hello, welcome. I'm Darwish.
And we've also told them about Dr. Darwish's pioneering home therapy for anorexics. So they're here to learn more.
So how many people have you got on your waiting list at the moment?
I don't have a waiting list. As I say, you refer to the LB scene today.
And they've been introduced to Louise Corns. She's one of the team's many success stories. Her weight plunged to 5 stone 7 and her organs were failing. But now she eats just like any other teenager.
This time I had a hell of a lot of sport because I had a kebab, chicken kebab for tea. And I thought, oh, I got to have supper now, so what do I fancy? I thought, I fancy some chocolate. So I had Ripple bars in the fridge. I thought, I'll have that. And I thought, do I dunk it in coffee or do I just eat it normally? Well, I found...
Was it your choice what you would eat instead?
Yeah.
So it wasn't them saying, oh, you should eat that.
Yeah.
You just went out and kind of found something you fancied.
Yeah, because they'd find stuff which I'd enjoy, which would be like peas on a cooked dinner, and I love potatoes and gravy and chicken, so they'd be cooking chicken dinners. So then I'd eat more of those.
Yeah.
And then they'd slowly like put a little bit more chicken on, a little bit more peas, a little more potatoes. And it's stuff like that. And then they just go by what you enjoy the most. But at the time you think I don't enjoy any food, but you do. You do enjoy food.
That's really good. Did you feel any kind of guilt or anything?
No, I didn't. That's the thing, I don't know.
After seeing Louise, I feel like, well, there's always the possibility of me getting better. I would believe that I would have sorted things out by now if there was that treatment available for me. I think I'm quite annoyed because I wouldn't have wasted my life as much as I have.
I just think I don't have a problem. Right. So I do get seen,
but it's not really helping you because you're in denial, like you think there's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
I was like that.
Yeah.
I was running on adrenaline, basically.
Got a lovely sort of oval face, which is a perfect face shape. Lovely cheekbones. Nice big eyes as well. Beautiful smile.
Katie's come to a beauty college to get a quick fix for one aspect of her appearance. But achieving the perfect body is much more of a challenge. But she's convinced that Pro Ana is the way to get the shape she wants. It is extreme dieting, but it's also a lifestyle she has chosen.
I don't think I have a problem. I don't think I have an eating disorder. The eating is basically just me wanting to lose weight and me wanting to be thin, to be happy with myself. I guess it's my style.
That's
really nice.
Yeah, are you happy with that?
It looks okay. It really does.
I think I look really nice.
It's the end of Lavinia's anorexic journey.
When I started, I was 68 kilograms, which was 10 stone 7. What a minge. How can people say that looked nice? That is just disgusting. That means I've approximately lost 16 kilograms, which is 2 stone 5. That's pretty crap, isn't it? But then again, that's kind of like a quarter of the year I have spent obsessing about this crappy shit thing. Drives me mad.
Despite all the pain and all the problems, Lavinia says it's shown how she can choose to be anorexic and still lead a normal life.
This is my shoulders, which I quite like now. As you can see, it is a lot more bony. My belly, as you can see, is still massive, hasn't reduced at all. I suppose I do have some hip bones now. However, I'm still not happy with it. It's still too big. I know I've lost weight on my arms because of how I can put my hand now around my arm. Psychologically, I don't see myself as any thinner. The scales may say I'm thinner, which is something that makes me feel good, but I can't see it. And I hope this just helps people see what it's actually like for someone like me. I think that is what is important to me, and I feel it's time for me to finish this journey with you.